Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip.
Nick R wants to know, whose support surprised you the most when you spoke out about the sexual assault that you experienced?
Wow, whose support surprised me the most? You know, to be honest with you, when it first happened, there was none.
Right.
For a long time. But I have to say that the people who surprised me the most were black women. Black men did not want any part of it.
Really?
All my support came from black women, straight up.
That's so
And
interesting.
that's kind of wild. It was
Wow.
it shocked me, it shocked my family, it shocked everybody, because I thought, oh my God, you know, here I am as a black man saying some things that we've all been through, and a lot of guys was just like, man, you weak, you sorry, you should have hit him, you should have knocked him out, you should have did all this stuff. And black women were like, no, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
And I was shocked at the split within my own
You
community.
really noticed that?
That was
wow,
wild, man.
Wow.
It was deep.
Wow.
It was
Yeah.
deep.
Let's go to Elizabeth.
Why weren't you? Why weren't
Immediately held back.
Why weren't you? You're a big, powerful man. Why didn't you?
Senator, as a black man in America,
Say it as it is. I think it's important.
you only have a few shots at success. You only have a few chances to make yourself a viable member of the community. I'm from Flint, Michigan. I have seen many, many young black men who were provoked into violence, and they were in prison, or they were killed, and they're not here. My wife, for years, prepared me. She said, if you ever get goaded, if you ever get prodded, if you ever have anyone try to push you into any kind of situation, don't.
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So, Terry Crews, as we heard per the video, he said that he feels as though black men did not support him, or I guess show much concern pertaining to his situation with the white man Adam Venit, I think his name is, who grabbed his genitals, if I am not mistaken, and the man did it in front of his queen, his wife, right? So Terry Crews was faced with the situation where obviously the white man Adam had already vetted him and seen his countenance, seen his disposition, seen the way that he conducted and carried himself, that he would even consider groping that man's genitals in front of his wife and in front of the public. Now, we saw what happened with Will Smith out in the public when that white boy came up and what did he kiss Will? I think he kissed Will Smith, and Will Smith smacked him right in front of the world, like, partner, you out of line, right? So in that same, or under that same circumstance or condition, we as black men should never allow fame, fortune, popularity, influence. We should never allow money, materialism, accreditation, companionship, stature, elevation to override principle. We cannot allow fear to restrict us. We can't live our life wrapped up in a girdle. Because when you do that, you're not free to be who the Creator created you to be. You don't let no man grab your genitals. For no reason. And you don't defend yourself. Now I understand the brother was not emotional with his reaction, right? He said, okay, my career might be on the line. This man didn't grab my genitals in front of my wife. What's my reaction? That's the way he thought it, but 99% of men, their reaction would have been to steal off on him. Partner, don't put your hands on me, right? That's natural. He has no right to grab that man in his genitals and to add insult to the action. He did it in front of his wife. Damn. That's bold, brother. So Brother Terry feels as though he didn't get the support from black men, probably because most black men didn't agree with you, didn't support the way that you handled the situation, brother. And that's not the example that most black men want to be seen in public, commending and applauding and saluting, right? We want our young black men to know. To hell with being accepted by Hollywood. Don't allow yourself to be fondled like you some plaything. Each creation, each human being is the greatest creation of our Creator. We are serious, divine, master, mechanisms, master, creation, master work of a master creator. We have purpose in life. We are not to be played with. We are to be taught. We are to be educated. We are to be informed. We are to be enlightened so that we can grow up and to be the greatest version, the greatest manifestation of ourselves. None of us deserve to be humiliated. None of us deserve to try to be punked in front of people, to be assaulted. No, that's not what our Creator created us for. So that's the reason, Brother Terry. I would say that most black men, not that we don't love you, brother, not that we don't support you. Oh yes, we do that. We ride for our people. But though that action, that reaction, we can't condone because it's not natural, right? Now I can understand. He said, okay, I'm gonna try to hit this man the legal way. But if I'm not mistaken, it took time for him to even come out, right? To disclose what happened. So it's not like it was an immediate reaction. It was a time lapse of years, if I'm not mistaken. No, we want our young men to know if somebody gropes you, make it, disclose it immediately. To our sisters that's going all of these allegations about sexual assault and rape in Hollywood. If somebody rapes you, takes from you what you're not willing to give, disclose it immediate. To hell with the influence and the stature and the popularity and the power of these people. When you fear nobody but our Creator, but God, then you will go to war with those whom seem like they're insurmountable, right? They can have all of the power, all of the riches, all of the fame in the world, but when you have faith in yourself and your God who created you, then you fear not. You're not restricted. And we have to tap back into that unwavering, unbowing, unbending type of posture about ourselves. Walk the earth in humility, but at the same time, let people know I do not fear you. Because once a person puts fear in you, then they think that they're your master, that they can lord over you. Right? And if they are in a position of authority or power, then they should have a servant type mentality. Not that I see myself as greater than you. No, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you, right? To help me, to help us, to help everybody. That's what it's about. No big eyes and little U's. I don't care if I was a CEO and I have 500 employees. I'm not gonna mistreat them, right? Because I have power, I have influence, I have authority. Well, there's always somebody with more power than you, all the way up to the Lord of the worlds. And the scripture says that pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So those whom we see as powerful today, they can be hurled down, crushed, defamed instantaneously. We live in the world of social media, brothers and sisters. You should fear nobody, right? As soon as you disclose that thing, it's going viral almost. So what do you have to fear? But God himself. Stand up, brothers and sisters. Don't let people take advantage of you. I remember at one of the last companies I worked at in the financial field, where we got bonuses and we got incentives for over exceeding our goals. And I guess they thought because I was the highest earning agent that they could take money from me and I would not say nothing. And I would just be quiet because I earned more money than the other agents, right? Because I was earning $4,000 to $6,000 a month. Or I guess they thought I was just gonna be quiet just because they were taking my money. No, I'm gonna say something, right? I'm gonna be respectful with it. But I worked my way all the way up to the owner himself. And I guess they didn't like that this little black man was bold enough, was courageous enough, even though I was respectful, to work his way all the way up to the owner and call them out on their madness. Stealing from their employees. Well, hell, it's like, if you don't want me to aspire to what I was aspiring to and doing the work I was doing, then don't present me with the opportunity. But if I'm presented with the opportunity and I over excel, hell, don't rob me of my reward. So I called them out on it. And somehow, I guess they tried to muddy my reputation amongst that particular field. So when I left that company and I went to another company, I could tell that the word had got around, right? But it's all good, because when God, our Creator, always makes a way for those of us who are faithful, huh? I mean, your friends can leave you, your family may leave you, close ones, husband, wife, children, father, mother. Sometimes God, our Creator, takes us down certain paths because he wants to not only see what you are composed of, but he wants you to be able to see what's the countenance, what's the resiliency of those around us. Huh? So stand on your square, brothers and sisters. Don't let nobody punk you. Don't let nobody misuse you. Don't let nobody handle you. Always be respectful in your dealings of people, but be stern, right? So that's my sentiments pertaining to this Terry Crews situation. I hope for the best for our brother. My advice to Mr. Crews would just be stand up on your square, brother. You know, don't let no man fondle you. I don't care how powerful he think he is. He's a termite in comparison to the power of our God. Right? He can have billions of dollars. I don't care. Treat you like any other man, right? If you're not there to serve and help me and my people, my family, then you're irrelevant to me. Hey, bro, you just another man with a suit on, acting holier than thou. It's not the suit that makes the man or the woman. It's the person that makes the exterior. We get caught up in all of this exterior stuff, the power and the followers and the influence, and we start to act a certain way. No, be yourself, right? And if they have the light of righteousness, then naturally all living organisms are attracted to the light. Not attracted to power, fame, popular. Not that alone. That's good. But what's the character that undergirds that? Now, when they got both of those, well, that's a well-made man or woman. That's somebody we should want to be around. But that's just my few thoughts about this. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.